Welcome back to Booze Briefs. I'm Matt.
I'm Derek.
And today we're going to review a single barrel that you got notified through Reddit or something. And then there's like an email and you shot me a text and I'm like, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what you guys have. So cheers and we'll see you next time. Now,
hear me out. I think we should drink it.
I mean, we should probably open it first because this is a sealed bottle right here.
It is, and that is your bottle. Mine is open downstairs.
I'm so excited.
So, I mean, I can get my open bottle, but...
No, let's crack it because I'm going to crack it when I get home anyway. So, So this is the Old Pepper Distillery Single Barrel Rye, the our bourbon single barrel edition. And it shouldn't suck. So
no, I've already opened mine.
Oh, so you already know.
Well,
it's fine.
It's been a couple weeks anyway because you've been slack at getting here and
picking
the bottle. And
I live like 4 minutes from here. It takes me. I'm never on this side of town.
Oh
The other 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But let's just go ahead and
because I think I opened it. I couldn't wait. I opened it the night I got it. So it's been a couple weeks.
Oh,
so
perfect.
It's not exactly like fresh in my mind. Ooh, good glug sounds.
Love the glug. Love a good glug.
But I remember this being good. So the email, let me see if I can find the email. That came from the guy who manages the bourbon subreddit. Let's see here.
So just so everyone's clear, I know literally nothing about Reddit. He is our Reddit guy. He sends me links and I'm like, yeah, cool. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. I should probably be more involved with that. I don't know how it works. It's like, to me, it seems like a dark web Twitter is.
No, Reddit is a much more like people have conversations than Twitter.
Okay.
Where Twitter is just people screaming at each other.
It's like you can up conversations and down them and then.
But you can tell people actually read the comments on Reddit as opposed to just like, fuck you, I'm right.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense.
So the email that I got about this, it says it is MGP product.
Okay.
It's 4 years old. It's 95.5 rye, which we've seen a lot of that from MGP between Stellum and I think Old Elk and some of the other stuff. That 95.5 mash bill is pretty common. Single barrel, so it's 225 bottles.
So the giveaway to me when you look on the back and it says distilled in Kentucky and Indiana. As soon as it says Indiana, boom, you got MGP right there.
Yep. There was at one point I thought he said that he put this kind of close to Stellum in quality.
Well, that
for a little bit less money. And I was like, okay, I'm in.
And along with the vast majority of MGP products, packaging, they did the right thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got a really good bottle. That's actually looks just like the E.H. Taylor bottles.
It does.
It may actually be an E.H. Taylor bottle. They've got the strip going over the top, right? So it shows 110 proof. It's got good labels. It's got the actual single barrel tag on it. So you know.
And if that falls off, you got the sticker at the bottom.
Got the sticker at the bottom, right? It's a real cork. It's a wood top. Like you feel like you're getting your money's worth in the packaging, right? So it's kind of putting itself out there before you even open it and saying, I'm worth the money. You just trust me.
And we have seen the spectrum, but certainly the higher side of the spectrum of what MGP does. Because it's quick to just go like, oh, it's MGP stuff. This is going to suck because you didn't make it. This is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Stellum is good stuff. The Old Elk stuff has been good.
Yep.
Smoke Wagon, that uncut, unfiltered. Shit.
Ooh,
that's a hell of a bottle. So like
bottles about that long.
MGP can do some damn good stuff.
Yeah, they can.
So it's just picking out the good barrels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and finding out who's finishing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because they make quality juice, and that's like Pepsi makes the syrup, and then you finish it, right? So you're going to get a good product. It's how you finish it. So MGP does the same thing. They give you the juice. Now, you got to make it your own.
Yep.
I think in the beginning, we were against MGP.
Yeah, we more than we should have been.
Yep, and I don't think we gave it a fair shake, but I don't know that there was enough good stuff out from MGP that we had tasted to make a fair assessment.
Whether we had tasted or whether we had access to or learned about or whatever. So
correct.
I agree with you on that.
Ooh, man, it's got a nose.
Yeah. So again, it is
It's 110.
yeah, 110.
Ooh, smells good. Smells like a good strong rye.
Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is thick.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Good gracious.
It's like punching its way down my gullet.
I didn't know my lungs went that far down.
Oh,
I
yeah.
felt it like
Yeah.
deep.
Mm-hmm.
My bronchioles were like pissed that I was putting that down there.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it says they filled their first barrels in 2017.
I'd forgotten it was that, like...
That's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's good.
Whoa. The nose is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I made my eye close a little bit because it's got a good amount of heat on it, but it's the classic rye.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Tornado
up my nose. It's just banging
I was
around
like-
the
I was
side.
like this, yeah.
It's just banging around on the inside of my nose. But it's not offensive. It's not too strong. Now that I go back in there, I mean, after that first initial blast, you can get in there and you can smell the rye. A lot of times you get those back flavors in a rye, but this is like, I can smell those seeds. Like I feel like I'm putting my nose in a loaf of rye bread.
Yeah. And again, $55.
See, and then that's what the blessing and the curse of a single barrel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. So if I could find Old Pepper, my dad texts me and he's like, here's this link about Old Pepper. You should buy this. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, I got this info on him. And I'm like, first off, how do you have it and I don't have it? And you sent it to me on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, everybody's talking about this. You should have it. And I'm like, what?
Who's everybody?
And why are they talking to you? Like, I don't get this. And where are you on Reddit? Like, I don't get this. But it wasn't 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
You text me or you email me and you're like, do you want it? And I'm like, yes. Like,
yeah.
If there's a chance, yes, we should get this, especially a single barrel, because you're never going to get that bottle again. That's the biggest thing about single barrels to me.
Yeah, this is one of 225 bottles.
If somebody offers me a single barrel, I will
Usually.
94% of the time, I will take it.
Single barrel buck.
You know what? I would try it.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
Because a single barrel is going to be more than regular. You're not going to pay $40 to try it.
But that means somebody picked that one specifically. Outside of buck. So a store pick buck, you wouldn't try it.
Fuck no.
Oh, come on.
No. I would try it with your money. I wouldn't try it with $40 of my own money. Because you know what I could buy for $40? 2/3 of this bottle.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I'm just saying. So single
Yeah,
barrel.
anyway, sorry.
Anybody,
I derailed our conversation once again with the terribleness of buck whiskey.
If somebody gives you the opportunity or you get the email or you see it online that you can get a single barrel, I know there's a couple online retailers that they do their own picks.
Yeah.
If you can get the single barrel, they're normally within 20% of the normal retail value, right? I would say that's a fair price. Pick it up, because not only is that going to be something extremely unique to your collection, but no one else is going to have that, right? And I like that in my collection. I've got 7 or 8 different Elijah Craig barrel proofs that you've got a couple of them, but a lot of them you don't have. So you look over, it's something completely different.
And I do have one Elijah Craig private select. So
There you
we'll see
go.
how that is. But I agree with Matt on this. Where I think you can do yourself a real solid is once you find that person, that group, that store who picks barrels that you really like. If you're like, boy, they picked out a Woodford that was just so much better than regular Woodford, or Buffalo Trace, or whoever else does a barrel selection. maybe they are picking things that they love, and their profile and your profile match up.
Exactly.
I think in a lot of this, it's not about finding what gets the highest scores. It's what gets the highest scores from the people who like the same flavors that you like.
Whatever you like, right?
Because like if you realize like, hey, Derek, your palate's not that great. The stuff that Matt fucking loves, I end up loving too. Then cool. When Matt loves something, go get it.
Yeah.
Same with like if you line up with one of the bourbon junkies or like ADHD whiskey or any of those folks on Whiskey Tube, if you know like this person's palate and my palate are the same, follow that. And you can do that with those single barrels too. So like whoever it is who's picking out for the bourbon subreddit, if you find out you like that person's picks, keep going with them.
Yeah. And we talked about it in the episode where we did our 6 bottles for $250, like to start your collection, right? So all the bottles we picked there are sub variants of every single bottle where you can branch, right? So think about it like an organizational chart for a company, right? It starts at the top. There's one person, and then there's infinite branches. So yeah, I like this. I like this one. Okay, so you go down that rabbit hole. There might be 4 different, cask strengths or barrel staves or whatever, or 4 different ryes that you like. It could be, whatever. That's, to me, as corny as it is, call it your bourbon journey, right? Like I hate saying that.
I hate bourbon journey. Like it's just
so it's your
experience.
It's a hobby, right?
Yes.
This is a hobby. It's as much of a wallet strain as it is, because you find something you're like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll take that, and you're like, oh crap, that was $60. And
I didn't even think twice about spending $85.
Yeah, on a bottle that could be gone in 4 weeks, or if you like it a lot, it could be gone in 2 weeks. You never know.
You have 2 or 3 friends over, and it's over in a night.
Exactly.
And you go, oh shit.
But that's why I like the single barrels, because you can like the regular one as long as you like the regular bottle.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff that I've never had the regular bottle, and I've had the single barrel, and I'm like, oh shit, the single barrel is really good. I bet the regular bottle, or they're mass produced, or they're blended, is going to be great. And you try that and you go, okay, now that opens a bunch of doors. So do yourself a favor, do some research, follow us, subscribe,
yes,
and like, and we'll tell you where we like. And hopefully, I mean, we're 110 episodes into this. Hopefully you kind of know our profile. Hopefully it lines up with what you like, and we can guide you on your Himalayan tour of bourbon.
Sorry, I added some water to the nose of this, and I agree with everything you said. I have been listening, but I've also been having a moment here. Because water on the nose of this, it's a little slice of heaven, Matt.
Really?
Yeah. Unlike almost everything we've done today where we added water, made it worse, this, to me, I get a lot more fruit coming up on the nose when I added water.
Like green apple. Green apple, pear.
Yeah.
Green apple, like weird fruit for a rye. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, green apple.
Like a solid Granny Smith. A real cold one.
I need some marshmallow dip or something.
Ooh. I think that brings the heat down, but brings that rye flavor out.
The prickle.
Yeah. That's better with water, which I have rarely said. I don't like to take a barrel proof down.
Well, this isn't barrel proof. This is...
Well, it's a single barrel. But it's
high
still,
proof. It's still 110.
So a single barrel.
Yeah.
So I hate to take that down.
That's good.
But I would do that. I mean, that probably on the rocks is going to be...
trouble.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Experiment.
Can't wait for your text at like 7:30 tonight.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So, score-wise, you opened it. I'll go first. This, to me, I enjoyed a lot. It's not Stellum to me.
I think it's different than Stellum, but I agree. It's different from Stellum.
So I'm going to go 90.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I still think
I figured you're going to be like mid-high 80s.
No. I still think it's really good, especially for $55 for a single barrel. That's 110. Like, I like this a lot because it is some of those higher, brighter fruits than the others, while still being good quality and good texture.
Yeah. I'm at 89. I think it's really good. I don't know much about them.
That's fair.
Like, I don't know if this is a moonshot for them
Mm-hmm.
or if this is the norm.
Yeah.
I would hope that this is the norm. I think 89 is fair for it. It's got the ass. For sure. It's got the ass. It drinks way higher than 110 for me.
Oh, yeah.
I think that drinks closer to 120.
I was going to say, if you told me it was 120, I'd go, yeah.
Easily. So we did an episode with Union Horse, and that was 121.
And that drank lower than this.
Correct.
So I think if you poured this in a glass, left it alone for 15 minutes, came back to it, it'd probably be really good. So, like, I rarely have the foresight to go, oh, boy, I'm going to want something in 20 minutes, and just pour it. But I think if you did with this and let it air out, let it bloom, or whatever the hell the term might be.
Well, I think like salt in a steak.
Right. But, like, let this mellow and air, I think you'd be rewarded. And I may find out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I agree. I think it needs some time to mature outside of the bottle, but it's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's definitely,
Yeah.
I mean, there aren't many single barrels where I've gone, wow, that sucks. Actually, I can't think of a single barrel where I've gone, that sucks, because someone took the time to sit down with multiple barrels and go, yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah.
Right? And whatever is the winner, that's what they pick, because you're getting all of that juice, right?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't 5 barrels mixed together.
No.
Like, you know, with
any of these.
Any of these back here, you're getting God knows how many barrels mixed together.
Hell, we have a video. Go back and watch. I'll see if I can tag it and remember. If so, I'll put it up like here. We compared Buffalo Trace to a store pick.
Oh my God. It's night and day.
And we're like, yes, this is good for $30. That other one was good for $50.
Yes, yes.
So it is a difference with a single barrel.
Yes. So do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Do your research. Find out who's doing it. Check Reddit, Instagram, Facebook. Google it. You know, any of the big bottle shops around the country, they do their own picks. We have one in Raleigh here that we've gotten, I don't know, I probably have 10 picks from them. Different stuff.
Yep.
They do an awesome job picking. I like their picks. I stick with them. I stay tuned. I encourage you to do that with us as well. And until next time, pour something good in your glass. And
yeah, I got a trace left here.
Yeah, I do too.
We'll polish this off.
We'll figure that out. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.